In this video, I'm going to show you the fastest tungsten, nickel, carbon, titanium farming method in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and it works after patch 1.10. It can be used on any NPC with the wealth icon. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel where you get the secrets to crush Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So what you need to do is you need to find a NPC which has a wealth icon, and you should probably kill all the warriors around him or her while you're at it, because you're going to completely reload and you don't want to worry about them while you're farming. You're just going to get him to respawn, the wealth icon NPC, not the you don't want the other characters to respawn when you save and reload with a manual save. You need the explosive corpse skill, which allows you, by hitting the correct key, if it's on a console, you hit the R button and cause them to explode, but you need to pick him up, throw him in the air, use your fast attack button until he explodes, and then the game treats him like he just isn't there, and he will just respawn when you save and reload. And you get a ton of XP for this too, because these wealth icon characters, the one that I'm using is giving 450 XP each time I steal his wealth. And since I'm stealing his wealth over and over again, many times per minute, you're leveling up very, very quickly every 4 to 5 reloads. The explosive corpse skill requires that you have 16 skill points, so you just need to level up 8 times. You probably should have 16 skill points prior to leaving Norway. And don't despair if you've not got this Raven skill. You can just reset your skills anytime in Assassin's Creed Valhalla and put points into this skill, and then you can reallocate them after you're done farming. So basically, people of almost any level should be able to take advantage of this tungsten, nickel, carbon, titanium farming glitch. I find that I run out of titanium more than the other ones because, of course, carbon, nickel, and tungsten are used to move from the fine to superior to mythical status. But the tungsten are for the intermediate upgrades, and you need a lot of tungsten. And from your settlement, you can only buy 5 tungsten every level up, which is way insufficient to level up all your gear. So this guy was giving me 1 nickel and between 1 and 3 titanium every run. Plus, occasionally I would get a rune or something else. And while this guy is in Sussex, there are many other NPCs with wealth icons. Anyone carrying carbon, nickel, or tungsten will have this yellow dot over them. And those are the people you want to use the explosive corpse trap on, throw in the air, and use fast attacks to blow them up while they're in the air or right after they land on the ground. But you need to aim. I've found that you needed to aim them in the air and then hit the button to throw them and then hit the fast attack button. So if you just need titanium, you could do this with probably about any one of these wealth icon guys. If you need carbon, go to a lower level region. If you need nickel, go to a wealth icon guy in a mid-level region. And if you need tungsten, go to a wealth guy in a high-level region. Keep on exploding his corpse. Go to a manual save and reload. Now, I had to go outside of the secure area, so if your bar is still red, you can't save and reload. So I had to walk away from the enemy camp so that I could save and reload. And this guy would be the only guy there. Now, there's a patrol that likes to walk back and forth in this particular location I'm in that will respawn whether or not you kill them, so I would have to be a little bit sneaky not to set off the patrol that walks outside the camp, but that was pretty easy. Otherwise, you'd have an extra fight that'll slow you down with your carbon, nickel, tungsten, titanium farming. Really, tungsten and titanium are the biggest things, so going to high-level regions and going after the wealth icon guys in that is probably the most valuable valuable. You can do the Orlok trick with the Orlok player in Norway and also the one in London. You have to time it just perfectly that you fast travel right as you're getting up. Those are the guys that are sitting down. They're not on a table. So you forfeit the game and go up. So if you're really low level, you might want to go God mode to get the tungsten. But the titanium you can use like any level, so you don't need to go to a high level region. You know, even if you're going after a carbon wealth icon guy that's dropping titanium, if you get to settlement level 3 by raiding monasteries, then you can get carbon at the vendors. And I think titanium and nickel start being stocked at settlement level 4. But, you know, you don't get tungsten until settlement level 6. And really, settlement level 6 not only requires that you raid all the monasteries, but it also requires that you've done most of the map missions or the main story missions. So basically, it's almost useless, the advice to get to settlement level 6, because you're almost all the way through with the game. So farming tungsten is very important, and also farming titanium, because 5 titanium per level up doesn't even come close to the needs to upgrade all your armor and weapons. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel, where we give you the tips and tricks to crush Assassin's Creed Valhalla.